Alrighty. Hello, streamers. Another day. This is supposed to be FedEx Friday, but today we are doing a special edition. The special edition is we're going to fly to Oshkosh. That's what we're going to be doing today. And not only are we going to be flying to Oshkosh, but we're going to be flying to Oshkosh in a brand new Just Flight Piper Warrior. So here it is in all its glory. And as an extra benefit, I used to fly this exact one. Same colors, same model. It is pretty cool. That is pretty neat. I got pictures of it. I'm gonna post some of them up. I need to dig through some stuff. It's been a long time, but yeah. I used to fly that monster. So we're going to gonna go ahead and get some stuff set up here real quick. Let's see. Actually, I can turn that back on. Let's see. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get everything set up for the flight to Oshkosh. So where are we right now? What we decided, and I'll go ahead and pop this up for you guys so we can go ahead and take a look at this. There we go. So this is what we decided to do today. We are going to start right here at Southeast Iowa Regional, okay, and that's KBRL, and we are going to fly about a 2-hour or so flight up to Oshkosh, and we're going to do the Fisk arrival, and we're just going to fly VFR. We're going to fly clear skies. We're going to back the time up a little bit so that we have some daylight when we do it. And basically the flight plan is going to look like this. So we'll go ahead and get that set up in here. And let's take a look at what we got here. So let's go in here to flight plan and let's set our origin, and we're going to say Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima, and that is Southeast Iowa Regional, and we're going to enter, and then we're going to set our destination. It's going to be Kilo Oscar Sierra Hotel, and that's Whitman Regional. That is Oshkosh, right? Alright, so we're going to add an en route waypoint, and the first one is going to be MZV, Mike Zulu Victor, and let's see if it'll find that. Yep, so it's going to be this one. Cool. Alright, and CVA, Charlie Victor Alpha, and let's hit enter on that, and again 62 nautical miles. That looks good. That's the one we want. Let's add another one in there. MSN Mike Sierra November, and there's Central US. Okay, so there are no more duplicates for that. And now let's add another waypoint in here, VP GRN. Victor, Papa, Golf, Romeo, November. And it says we got some duplicates. Don't know, both of them are the same. So that's interesting. Hey, Viper Strike, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? VP, so we're going to add another waypoint in here, and we're going to put in VP RI, oops, backspace, VP RI P, Papa. And again, it's showing the same too, so I'm just going to stick with the theme that we got going on and just pick the top one. Good, good, doing well, awesome. You ready to fly? You were on with Two-Tone Murphy earlier today. I was in there with you. You ready to fly another one from a little bit south this time? So Two-Tone, he flew his from west of Oshkosh, and Colonel Fork, he came in from the north, and I'm coming in from the south. All right, so let's add another waypoint in here. VP, Victor, Papa, Fisk, Foxtrot, India, Sierra. Oops, why did it not do that? Foxtrot, VP, Victor, Papa, Foxtrot, India, Sierra, enter, and again we'll pick the top one to stick with the theme. All right, that should be all of our waypoints. All right, if you want to fly with us, we are starting at Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima. Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima. That airport is Southeast Iowa Regional, and this is what our flight plan is going to look like. That's interesting. Let's do VFR. And then let's do altitude reporting, and then let's hit enter. There it is, flipped it over. All right. So we got that in there. Let's go ahead and set up the radios. We're going to go ahead and just set up for Unicom. Oh, am I on? There you go. I'll cut my panel on. And you guys can see that. Yeah, I know. We were talking about. I know some brief was blocking it because we're talking about the flight plan for today. So normally today, just so you know, normally today, this is FedEx Friday. We fly the real FedEx routes out of one of the hubs. I'm assigned to the Anchorage hub. I'll usually fly out of there, or we'll fly out of Memphis with the A320. Well, today's stream is a special edition. Yeah, no, absolutely, and no need to apologize. I really appreciate that because sometimes I forget, and I need a reminder. So, by all means, please feel free to remind me. I was just explaining that that today we're doing a special edition with Oshkosh starting, and we're going to fly to Oshkosh. Two-Tone Murphy was on earlier this afternoon. He flew into Oshkosh from the west. Colonel Fork, flew into Oshkosh from the north, I guess, or from the northeast. He came over from Michigan, and I'm going to fly in from the south. So anyone that would like to join us on this flight into Oshkosh as we fly the famous Fisk arrival, and we talk about that and and demonstrate what that looks like coming into the airport, and we go over all the charts and everything, then by all means, please join up, log in, and I'm here at Southeast Iowa Regional, I guess, and let's see, according to it's Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima. Yeah, Viper Strike, it does. I caught some glimpses of it. I've seen some demos that were released, and it does. It's going to be very, very cool. One of the really cool things that was announced today when I was in Microsoft's live broadcast was that it's going to be cross-platform. And that is going to be really, really cool. So people that have PC like me, people that have Xbox, I've got some followers that don't fly because they have Xbox and they're waiting on it. But for them, they'll be able to join. We'll be able to see each other, and we can join flights together. So that is going to be cool. We kind of wondered about that and weren't necessarily 100% sure if that was going to be the case, but it is, and that is very, very cool. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It really will. It really will. It's going to be. It is going to be that. It's going to be a nightmare, or it's going to be really cool. It's going to introduce a lot of additional players. So it's going to get busy, and that's going to be interesting whether or not we have, if that gives us more CDTs or, or anything like that. I would hope that that we don't have them, but we'll see. So anybody that that would like to join, that would like to meet up, we can go ahead and do that. Let me open up my iPad over here. Oops, what was that? Oh, almost threw my phone on the floor. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got going on here. There's going to be multiple airports that we are going to fly over or near. So people are going to be able to pick those up as well. Let me see, close. See if I can grab a flight here. Come on. Come on, Navigraph. Be nice. Play nice. Play nice, Navigraph. No. Why Navigraph? Come on. Oh. Why is it trying to do that there? There we go. All right, come on, load me up. Wow. You just don't want to import that over there, do you? Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see if we can do it from over here. There we go. All right. So I just brought it over. Instead of bringing it over there, I just brought it over here. If I can't put it on the tablet, I'll put it on the PC. Evil Worm and Ty. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, Colonel Fork. Yeah, I know. I know. Two-Tone, Colonel Fork, and myself all got together, and Two-Tone Murphy streamed flying into Oshkosh because Oshkosh is starting, right? And he streamed flying into Oshkosh from the west. And Colonel Fork, he came in from Michigan, and what I'm doing is I'm coming in from the south. So we will get 3 different approaches, 3 different fly-ins into Oshkosh from 3 different directions, you know, within a couple hours of the event itself. So anyone that would like to fly into Oshkosh, you can join me. I'm at Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima, and Evil Worm, thank you for the host, man, thank you. I'm at Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima, so come join me. We'll do the fly-in. We're going to review some of the material in regards to the Fisk approach. I have a video to show you guys behind the scenes air traffic control at Oshkosh. So you'll get a look at behind the scenes, what ATC does on the ground and how they handle the traffic coming in. And then I don't think we're going to use ATC because, I mean, really, there isn't any Oshkosh, you know, ATC available. Sim Ventures did one, unless people are still on Two-Tone's, you know, Two-Tone site over here. Let me see. Let me see if people are. Oshkosh Tower, November 6-5, Juliet Whiskey. This is Captain Seppi. Are you guys going to be on for very long? We're starting a 2-hour flight to Oshkosh. No response? Okay.
November 50 Whiskey, I'll be on for a little bit, and I imagine Colonel Fork will be on for a bit longer.
Okay, we'll hang out here for a bit. We're getting ready to leave Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima. It's about a 2-hour flight from the south up to Oshkosh. Anybody that joins and would like to get in, we'll send them over. In the meantime, I'll just sit right here on this frequency and play nice. 6-5 Juliet Whiskey.
Roger.
All right, so, I missed a previous comment. Really? I'm sorry, Viper. Let me scroll back up. Oh, your favorite new thing about it is the improved world map, as it's a map rather than a gray panel in the flight system. Overall, in addition, 172 and X Cub aren't the only new planes to get variants as the Shock Ultra.
November 6947 Echo, Oshkosh Tower.
6947 Echo, go ahead.
6947 Echo, runway 18 is active, winds 2204 knots. We're going to have you make a right turn at Fisk to 090. Entry will be a left downwind for runway 18. I want you to report on the left downwind.
090 after Fisk, report left downwind for runway 18 for 6947 Echo.
All right, and that being said, let's take a look out here at the, let's look at our airport. because I have never been here to this airport. So let's come down here. Let's take a look at. I do not yet have my mappings. There we go. For this, so I don't know where. I have to move my hi-hat so I can get my views. I don't have my push button custom commands. So let's look and see if we have airport info here, and let's open the chart. Airport info. There we go. Is it going to show where we are sitting here? No, unfortunately, it does not show where we are. Okay. Not a problem. Not a problem. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. And yep, it's not going to show it. Okay. All right. So we'll just go over here to the map then. All right, the map shows us being right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to turn out, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to take off from this direction over here. That'll be easy enough. Let's go out here and jump to the outside. Let's take a look and see what's going on. Yep, we'll go down there, and we'll take off on that runway there behind us. And we'll just go around all these people right here. So we'll go to the left, and we'll avoid all these people and go around. So here we go. Turn our parking brake off. All right, give it a little bit of juice. And head out on our journey to Oshkosh. Check our brakes. Yep, brakes look good. All right, chat, pause, do to scroll. Let me go down here and let me see. Whoa! Avoid the airplane. I'm surprised at the Shock Ultra and not the Savage Cub. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, we'll see. We'll see. You know, we'll see what happens with further development. They can't do everything. But I'm excited for the stuff that they are doing. That's for sure. I'm absolutely excited about the stuff they're doing for sure. It's pretty cool. All right, let's see. What do we got up here? I need you guys to make sure that you can see stuff. You can see me. You can see my pretty panel. And you can see my beautiful face. And well, actually, my face is ugly. Just pay attention to the beard. The beard is all you need to see. The beard hides the ugly parts. So, move over, little car. Alrighty, we do not need the entire runway, so I don't know, we'll go down to the end. What the heck? It's not going to kill us. You can never get runway back that you don't have, that's for sure. So let's just go down here to the end and use every bit of it.
Oshkosh Tower 6947 Echo is turning left downwind for runway 18.
November 6947 Echo, Roger. Report on left base.
Report on left space for 47 Echo.
All right. I'm pretty sure this is going to be about enough runway right here. So we'll go ahead and put our takeoff flaps in, drop them down 1 notch. I love the Piper Warrior. It's an awesome airplane.
Oshkosh Tower, Cessna 6947 Echo, turning left base for runway 18.
November
Alright,
4,
this is
7
the
Echo, runway 18, clear to land, winds 2005 knots.
that's a hold short line.
47 Echo, winds.
Double yellow lines means that I have to stop. It's like a stop sign. Look both ways, nobody's coming. Pop back inside. Look, nobody's coming. All right, we're looking good. Ease on out here on the runway and take a look at everything, and then we're gonna boogie VFR to Oshkosh. All right, we're gonna stop right here so the brakes look good. And let's go ahead and take a look down here at everything that's going on. So all our temperatures look good, our fuel looks good, we're almost full, that looks good. And let's see, right tank, left tank, everything looks good. Everything is on, avionics, all the switches, all of our lights are on, no circuit breakers popped out. We are squawking 1200, altitude reporting is on. Standby has 122.805. Let me flip that over.
November 6947 Echo, welcome to Oshkosh. Contact Brad. See ya.
So we get Unicom over there, and that looks good. So let's do it to it. Let's throw some power in here. Let's get this bird off the road, and let's head to Oshkosh, guys. RPMs look good. Alright, here we go. Takeoff. Got a little bit of torque in here, so let's step on the rudder pedal to correct for some of that. Alright. Get up to about 500 feet. Everything is looking good. All the instruments look good. All the temperatures look good. Everything looks good. We'll go ahead and raise our flaps. And we will turn our heading to Oshkosh. Oshkosh, here we come. All right, pull our RPMs back to about 2400. Looks good. Let's set our trim for cruise. So we level ourselves back out. All right, what do we got in here? Oh, man, I thought I went in there and I took that out. I thought I went in there and I took that out. I'm gonna have to go fix that again. We need to be flying over the river here. So let's go ahead and get back over to the river. No, I don't think you spammed at all. Nightbot thinks you spammed, so. All right, Marty, where am I? Hey, Marty, how's it going? So, Marty, I just left Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima Southeast Iowa Regional Airport. I am on my way to Oshkosh. We got about a 2-hour flight to Oshkosh, and we're gonna fly in. We're gonna fly to Fisk Approach. So, as soon as we get cruising out here and we see if anybody's going to follow us, we've got a video to watch. We're going to Preacher, come join us if you have time. We just left Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima, Southeast Regional or Iowa Regional. We're on our way to Oshkosh. So Oshkosh, one of the big flight events of the year, one of the largest ones probably, and we're going to fly in there, the famous Fisk approach. We're going to talk about it. Oh ho ho! Colonel Fork coming in with raid from Colonel Fork. Colonel Fork, how you doing? Much appreciated. Draco, yay, thank you. Thank you for the follow. Two-Tone Murphy. There's Two-Tone Murphy in there with the follow. There's Victor. There's Enkosi. Awesome, guys. Hey, happy Oshkosh Day, Colonel Fork. How's it going? Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. Much love, my friend. Much love. If you go on X-Plane, you can't join me. You're not going to see me. But Marty, you're welcome to fly along with us in X-Plane. The route, if you type !plan, it will show you what my route is. And if your computer can handle having a stream open at the same time as you're flying with X-Plane, then you'll be able to watch the details. I've got some stuff to show here, and we're going to be looking at some videos. I have a behind-the-scenes air traffic control video that I'm going to be playing here in just a few minutes. That's going to that's basically going to show you what it's like to be air traffic control behind the scenes. So, guys that are in here, thanks for the follow and everything. Two-Tone Murphy had a great stream today where he flew into Oshkosh. Hey, thanks for the follow, Big Papa. Much appreciated. My display is like way over there, so I got to look in. Plus, it doesn't help that I'm wearing the sunglasses, but that's how cool I am, and makes it a little bit harder to see. I got to lean in to see you guys. Much love. Thank you very much for the follows. Greatly appreciate it. Welcome to the Aviators Club with Captain Seppi. I'm your pilot, Captain Seppi. A real-life pilot that flies flight sim. And ironically, I'm just flight. This killed me, guys. This absolutely killed me. Absolutely killed me. I used to have this plane. Piper Warrior, this exact color, in 1996. In 1996, Captain Seppi was flying this aircraft right here all around Atlanta, all around North Georgia, flying out of PDK and flying to everywhere, Macon, Blairsville, Rome. I landed this plane at Hartsfield Jackson. Yep, I landed a Piper Warrior at Hartsfield Jackson. That was pretty cool. So I was excited when I saw the paint scheme. I was like, wow. I was like, that is crazy. Let's get back on track here because I'm talking and I'm not following my river plan. So let's get back over here. Since we are flying VFR, I do have a flight plan so you guys can see it and catch up to me if anybody wants to join the flight. But what I was saying is Two-Tone Murphy came into from the west to Oshkosh, and I think Colonel Fork came in from Michigan, so I decided to come in from the south. So I fired up a plan from Kilo Bravo Romeo Lima, Southeast Iowa Regional, I believe, and we're flying northeast into Oshkosh. So we should, everybody that's been with Two-Tone and Colonel Fork, we should get a couple different angles. Nice Piper Cherokee for me at Hartsfield in 82. Wow. I flew the Piper in there, the Warrior in there, probably about 97, I guess. It was probably like around 97. It was the first time I ever had an air traffic controller like crawl my behind. He really didn't crawl my behind, but you know, he's trying to sequence this Piper that's going about 90 knots, you know, and he had me going about as fast as I could go. You know, he's trying to sequence me in between like 737s and stuff, and finally he got me in, and I landed on the runway. So what happens, you know, Hartsfield-Jackson is a really big runway, so I land where you're supposed to, like on the marks, right? So if you guys look at the runway, for you guys, those of you that don't know, the threshold has the white marks, the white stripes going right across the end. The runway starts, and you'll see a series of about 5 white stripes. That is where the runway starts. Everything before that is the threshold. There are 2 big blocks a little bit further up on the runway. That is your target zone. That's where you want to touch down. Those 2 big blocks, that's your aiming point. When you're coming into the runway and you're looking at that aiming point. So I land there, and of course what happens, I land there, I'm like rolling to a stop after 100 feet. Well, not 100, you know, not to a stop, because you don't ever stop on an active runway. But I'm at taxi speed after like a couple 100 feet, and I got 737s behind me doing like, you know, 140 knots or something. Air traffic controller gets on the radio, and he calls me, and he's like, gives me my aircraft call sign. He's like, please expedite my runway. Take the first available taxiway and expedite. And he was like very stern about it. He was like, you get the hell off my runway, and you get the hell off my runway now. So I did. I went over to like where charter air services are and stuff like that, and I had to pay $16 to land at Hartsfield-Jackson, and then I went and I asked for clearance to take off. So it's pretty interesting. I was out flying VFR, and I'm like, I'm just going to land at Hartsfield-Jackson, and they let me do it, and I did it. So I don't know if you can do that anymore though, and you know, I may be part of the reason for that, as well as somebody else in here that mentioned that Big Papa, yeah, as well as, you know, he might be responsible for that as well. Yeah, Ty, Captain Seppi has to, you know, I'm cool, man. That's why I gotta be cool. But yeah, those that want to join, you know, come on. We'll be flying past some airports along the way. I've got a flight plan in there. Take a look at it, see where it is on the map. Join us or find me. I think because everybody was flying, I was on the North European server. I think is the server that I was on. I'm not sure. I may have gone over to the U.S. Viper Strike posted stream info on your community stream section, your Discord. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, and for people that are here, check this out, guys. Look, Colonel Fork, thank you. You guys go out, check Colonel Fork out. He came and raided the channel. You know, he brought some more viewers in here. Got some follows and stuff, and you know, thank you for that. And you know, who else? I need to do one for Two Tone Murphy. You know, Two Tone Murphy. You guys need to follow him. And Viper. You guys go ahead and check him out as well. You know, give him a follow. You know, he's a great streamer. Two Tone Murphy. You guys ought to know who he is. You know, and if not, Two Tone Murphy. I saw that, Viper Strike. I saw that today. Yep. I saw it. It was just at the 57th Fighter Group restaurant at PDK. Oh, I love some 57th Fighter Group. Oh man, I love that place. I especially love the escargot appetizer. Those 6 little escargot you get on the little metal plate that you can't freaking touch because it's so damn hot it burns the hell out of you. Yeah, I spent many a time in that bar, my friend. Many a time in that bar, drinking with my friends, watching airplanes. Yep. That's a really cool place. So I got to ask you, Big Papa, PDK. So I used to keep the plane at Epps Aviation, right? And Epps is still there, I know. And Pat Epps. I mean, I've talked to Pat Epps so many times, it's not even funny. But there used to be a flight school there, right in the corner. So when you come up, it was like you come up to the parking lot in the tower. If you come up, there's a parking lot right there at the very end. Epps Aviation was at the very front. The tower is over to the right. There's a little parking lot there with some bleachers out in front where you could go out and sit and watch the airplanes land. Well, right there used to be a restaurant upstairs. And Epps Aviation used to be in the bottom, and then I think they sold it and it became like American Air or something like that. And I don't even know if they're still there anymore because I haven't lived there for years and years. But there was this great little restaurant that was up top that I used to go there and eat burgers quite frequently during lunchtime. And and of course, always dinner. I didn't work too far away from there. So after work and after dinner, it was some good times at the 57th. Yeah, do you remember that? Is that little restaurant still there, Big Papa? Do you know, or did that go away? Yeah, I forgot what the name of that place was too. Oh, it's not there. Okay. Am I running the flight events tracker? No, I am not running the flight events tracker. Oh, really? So the 57th got rid of the C-47? Man. It was in pretty rough shape, though. Yeah, and I guess it was kind of out back because the parking is in the front, and then you go in the building that's kind of like going into the bunker, and the C-47 was kind of in the back off to the side of the patio. More off to the side, I guess. But there also used to be this guy that used to give steerman rides. Oh, there's hangars there now. Wow. That was nothing but a bunch of grass field and everything. There used to be a guy that used to give steerman rides that used to keep a steerman parked like right out back, like straight out back behind the 57th. I guess all that's hangars too, all that grass area between there and the strips. I mean, between there and the taxiway. I never realized how much I missed flying a Warrior until this came out and I flew it for the first time yesterday. And I was thinking to myself, wow, this is amazing for sure. Most definitely a fun plane. Alright, let's look down here and switch our fuel tank to the right. And alright, we got about 17.3.2 nautical miles to our next waypoint. actually, 114.4. Okay, yeah, I'm on North Europe. I guess I didn't switch over because I was on with Two-Tone Murphy, and he was on North Europe, so I neglected to switch over. I'm actually gonna back my time up a little bit here too, because we are flying VFR. So there. Flying live weather, but even if the weather was bad, we would change it to clear skies, just so you guys can see what's going on. And actually, I've been flying here about 2,000 feet. Let me go. You know what? I'm not technically. We should be flying for the directional flight at 3,000 feet or 3,500 for flying VFR at this altitude. But even for this, I'm not going to hold the rules completely. Not going to hold our feet to the fire for the entire thing because, you know, there's no reason to. We're out here having fun. Hey, speaking of having fun, here, check this out, guys. I'm going to play a video for you. We're going to come over here and pop into Sim Toolkit, and let's go down here and open YouTube, and look at this. We have a behind the scenes video. Watch this.
Nose to tail, no side by side. We're seeing side by side, so we're going to have to break you up. I don't want to do that. We're going to have to run out of time here to get everybody into the show. Give us a good spacing for me.
This is what it's like behind the scenes at Oshkosh. Look how close these planes are flying to each other. Look how many there are.
And welcome to Oshkosh. Those are the words every pilot wants to hear as they approach Fisk, a transition point on your way to Oshkosh. I'm sure that many of you have heard the ATC audio, but have you ever been to Fisk to see the air traffic controllers? I caught up with John from Fly at Mike Alpha, and we took a drive out to Fisk to watch the controls in action. The first challenge was going to be to find the controllers. Just follow the planes, right? How hard could it be? Finding the plane was easy, but finding the location of the controllers on the ground was a little trickier, as the maps show you where Fisk, the tracking point, is, but not where the controls are positioned.
Colonel Fork, thank you very much for gifting some subscriptions. Guys, please thank Colonel Fork.
They're everywhere.
We decided to start by cross-referencing visual tracking points like the railway track with the aircraft we could see and with the aircraft that the controllers were talking to. When we didn't have any luck with that approach, we had to come up with some creative ideas to try and narrow down our search area to find the controllers.
I have a half mile south of this. Their tail dragger that's eastbound. Rock your wings. Make sure I hear you. The highway.
This is insane.
I got a low nose, low wing, maybe 2,300 feet. That's directly over Rock your wings. Good rock, sir. I need you to turn left, go northbound. We got one runway operation. All aircraft inbound. We got a single runway operation. So the spacing we have that's here no good. The high wing directly over 5th. High wing directly over 5th. Rock your wings. Good rock, sir. Turn right. Turn right, heading 090 eastbound.
Can we see someone rocket? We're right overhead now.
Left turn. All aircraft, we are 190.
I feel like a storm chaser.
I know. I was saying the same thing.
If you're east of
It's as far as the eye can see.
monitor tower 16.6. I got a flight at 3.
Do you have the procedure pulled up? I do, yeah. I've got the down. So the strip
strip is right south of what Fisk is. So we need to go back and turn left.
So we got the highway directly over to this, turn right, 2 eastbound.
Watch this group here come in and listen for the radio calls that correspond.
Several airplanes that are really close to Fisk here, side by side. Guys, it's not going to work. If you help yourself out, go ahead. 6.6, they're at a RV directly from this, rock your wing. RV, nice rock, turn right.
You got someone dropping their wings?
I got a Cessna east of Fisk. I got a Cessna east of Fisk that's going direct to your airport, rock your wing. I got a Cessna east of Fisk. Turn right. Cessna, turn right, 2 eastbound. Enter that left station runway 36. Everybody that's inbound from runway 36. Everybody that's inbound from runway 36 on that left station going to Fisk.
Okay, Fisk is right here. Right where this guy's turning now. So they're in the fields over here somewhere because that guy's rocked. So. Oh, now they're figuring it out. Osh arrival, you're on your way to Osh and still on the ground. Wait 45 minutes to depart due to traffic saturation. Oh shit, guys. What did you think was going to happen?
A little bit of background info if you didn't go into Oshkosh in 2019. The weekend before the show started, which is when most of the aircraft come in, a huge storm passed through, flooding the grounds and turning the grass parking areas into mush. They had to stop arrivals for a day just to let it dry out before aircraft could come in, which created a huge backlog. When they finally opened it up to arrivals again, there was a huge stampede, which is what we're seeing now. While we're driving around trying to find the controllers, I'll give you a quick explanation of Fisk. Fisk is a tracking point about 10 k's west of Whitman Airport. That's part of the Fisk arrival procedure, which is just one of the arrival procedures into Oshkosh. There's also arrival procedures for turbines, warbirds, seaplanes, helicopters, ultralights, and IFR aircraft. The Fisk arrival starts at Ripon, where aircraft have to get themselves on a single file with sufficient spacing and then follow the train tracks northeast of Fisk. There's no overtaking, no side-by-sides, and no escorts permitted. In order to reduce frequency congestion, there's no checking with the controls like they normally would with ATC. Controllers will contact you first, referring to you by aircraft type and colour, and you don't even need to communicate the instructions. As you approach Fisk, you'll be issued a runway assignment, tracking instructions, and a tower frequency. Unless you haven't spaced yourself correctly, in that case you may get an instruction to turn out of the approach, go back to the room, and try again. It's great to watch from the ground, but it's very different from what you'll experience in the air. Flying in, you'll just hear one controller who doesn't stop talking most of the time. On the ground, you'll see that it's actually a team of controllers. Spotters call the aircraft types and colours, while a couple of other controllers plan and manage the sequence. The controller on the radio then has to take in inputs from multiple people, translate the instructions to the correct ATC phraseology, and then transmit it to the aircraft. When we get to the videos of the controllers, you'll see that they're listening and interpreting the next sequence of instructions. At the same time, they're transmitting the previous set of instructions, which, if you ever wanted to be a controller, that's an essential skill you need to master. So that's the Fisk arrival in a nutshell. Remember that this is not an instructional video, it is only a summary of the procedures. And unlike this video, each year the procedures do change, so make sure you brief the most current and good procedures before you fly.
Where in the world are the controllers? Sure, they'd appreciate that.
Richard is a brilliant idea. We're just going to give them a call on the radio and see where they're at. As soon as we get a break in the traffic.
See if they could drop a pin and text it to us.
So far they've eluded us. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Let's get in the car and drive to Fisk and check it out.
Did Chris say that he was going to get hurt?
Okay, got a flight of 4 about 2 miles southwest of Fisk, or maybe down near Pickett. Are you guys are on flight 4?
Alright, flight of 4 is the next traffic sight.
Yep, there's a flight.
Flight of 4. Alright, let's watch them for a wing run.
What's in this guy's car here?
The flight of 4, you're going to 36. How about X-ray? You're going to 36. So start at 90, right?
You think you would want to be in the line? Like, they would want to be on the side. Yeah.
Stop and ask for directions.
Yeah, maybe so. We're getting good reception. So here's the other thing.
Oh, Viper, that'd be awesome. Whoa!
Okay, so Kevin and Chris are at Fisk. I'm going to have
Cool. Cool. Thanks for flying. Awesome. I guess you guys can hear this video okay, right? Should have asked that from the beginning, right? Instead of being 15 minutes in or 10 minutes in.
Location.
Appreciate that, Flight Sharpie. I need you to turn right, slow down, come down.
Good.
1,800 feet in our left base runway.
Flight RVs, slow down.
The flight RVs, I gotta have you slow down or it's not gonna work.
Blue tail Cessna.
Blue tail Cessna, roger wing, over fist.
Good rock. Okay, I got an RV up
Blue
high.
tail Cessna, continue right, continue up the train traction or right down to runway 27. The high RV that's up high, roger wing. Turn left. Turn left. RV is up high, you're gonna turn left. You can't have you 2,300 feet right now, you're gonna turn left, fly out 2 miles south on rejoin the
Look at those controllers. All those people with binoculars.
rejoin the tracks. Directly reverse roger wing. Highway reverse roger wing. Turn right, 090 now, and we're rejoining Fisk Avenue in our left base runway 36.
Yellow highway with the left landing light.
Lightning light, roger wing.
Right turn heading 090.
Make a right turn at 090. You're going to enter left base with your face.
Right? Yeah.
Cessna directly over Fisk. Keep going to the right. Make a right turn. Thank you. Heading 090. You're entering that left base for my 36. Cherokee now directly over Fisk. Continuing northeastbound over the railroad tracks and our right downwind for my 27. Stay inside the gravel pit. And the next Cessna, now it's your turn. Make a right turn heading 090. You're going to enter left base for my 36. Thanks for that. 1 mile southwest of Fisk. Rock your wing. Thank you. So that's about that Cessna there that just rocked. Continue up a little bit further north. 1.5 miles southwest of Fisk. Rock your wing. Half mile from Fisk. Rock your wing. Got a high wing Cessna about a mile southwest of Fisk. Actually directly over Fisk now. Rock your wing. And a high wing. Rock your wing. Okay, the high wing, continue northeastbound up the tracks and right downwind for my 27. I got a blue nose RV right behind him to the right. Rock your wings. Thank you. Turn right, heading 090 and our left base for my 36. Behind him is a Cirrus. Cirrus, go ahead and turn left. It's not going to work. Turn left, go westbound, and rejoin procedure. Got a low wing up really high. Yellow RV up high. Start descending. Turn right, heading 090 and our left base for my 36.
Over Fisk now. I want you to continue up the tracks for the right downwind, or is it the Cherokee? Cherokee, rock your wing for me. Good rock. Good job.
I hope you enjoyed that one. Let me know in the comments if you want to see some more ATC content. I've got some great ideas for the making videos.
Look at that, right? The aircraft, when you're coming in, there are so many aircraft when you're coming into Oshkosh that you do not communicate with air traffic control. Air traffic control just identifies you and they tell you to do something. They'll tell you to rock your wings. They'll tell you to turn the lights on. They'll tell you to turn them off. They'll tell you to do something to help identify you. And then they'll tell you what you need to do. And you need to be able to follow those instructions. There's no repeating back. Repeating back is going to eat up too much airtime. You saw how those controllers, how it was like one right after another. You know, they were just bam, 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 bam. So you really got to listen when you know, when they identify you, when they tell you, and in this particular case, you know, it's a Cherokee, it's a red and white Cherokee is what they're going to say. They're going to say, rock your wings, and you know, okay, that's me, I'm going to go ahead and rock my wings, right? And then they're going to say, yep, that's you, this is what you need to do, and you need to do it. And if you can't do it, they're going to tell you, get out, right? What you're doing, you heard that with one aircraft. What you're doing is not working. Exit. Come back in. Just because there's so many, and as you can see, I mean, there's 4 of them at one time. You know, just like all piled up with each other. So it's definitely unique. It's definitely a unique experience to say the least, and it's busy. You know, they'll land aircraft 2 at a time on the runway. They paint circles on the runway at the field, the circles are so big that each circle takes 22 gallons of paint, and they will paint big colored circles on the runway. Paint a purple one, paint a pink one, paint a yellow one, paint a blue one, paint a green one, and they'll tell you that that's where you're going to land. Land on the pink circle, land on the green circle. And that's how good you got to be, because that runway's really long, and you're not going to land where you should. You may land past the halfway point, you know, and you need to land on that mark, because if they're telling you to land on the green circle, that's at the midpoint of the runway, and the guy behind you, they're telling him to land on the pink circle, and that's at the beginning of the runway. If he overshoots that pink circle, he's going to run into you, right, and may kill you both. So you really got to be on the ball and pay attention, you know, to what's going on. When we get down here, actually, I can do this too. Look at this. Where is it? Dun, 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 dun. So here is the information for flying the Fisk approach, and where you come in, you know, and you fly over the railroad tracks, and where your check-in points are, and all of that, where the transitions are, you know, along the route. And you know, like Green Lake is one of the southerly check-in points. We'll actually fly by Green Lake as we come in, and if there was air traffic controllers there, we would check in there. Ripon is the town that's just northeast of Green Lake, and that's where you pick up the railroad tracks. And we'll see this as we come in as well. We will see the town of Ripon, which is this top picture. That's what Ripon looks like. And there's the railroad tracks right up here in the top left corner of the top picture. And there's grain silos down here, and we'll see all those. I have the mod added in so that we can see, you know, all this stuff, and we'll even see the paint circles on the runway at Oshkosh. And the smokestacks, we'll see those. Those are there. Here's the railroad tracks. You know, here's how the railroad tracks split apart. Fisk Road turns off, and if you're going to land, you know, like on 18, you're going to go follow the railroad tracks up. If you're going to land on 3-6, you know, you're going to take the Fisk Road direction. And this just kind of shows, you know, the layout. If they put you in a holding pattern, here's kind of a good picture that represents what we were talking about. Here's Green Lake, and if they put you in a Green Lake holding pattern, you'll be here. And then here's the town of Ripon, and then there's where railroad tracks are that you pick up. And they can put you in a holding pattern over Rush Lake as well, but you know, it shows you the direction of those holding patterns and everything, and you know, like where those are. But this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. There's areas that you don't fly over that are restricted, and of course here's you know what the runway looks like. You're not supposed to fly over the shaded areas, you know, in here, and you know, here's an approach, and you can see like here's the blue dot. So here they're telling you here's a purple dot, here's a yellow dot, here's a pink dot, here's a blue dot, and you know, they'll tell you that you know, as you're coming in. But yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll revisit this, you know, a little bit later. You know, as we approach, as we get closer to Oshkosh, but yeah, looks like we're 1.6 miles from Charlie Victor Alpha. What's my tail number? My tail number is November 65 Juliet Whiskey. and it's different from what's actually on this aircraft. The livery for this aircraft has a number painted on it that you can't alter. November 8289 Alpha, but in game, my tail number is November 65 Juliet Whiskey. That's always my tail number. That's what I use on VATSIM. That's my I always fly with November 65 Juliet Whiskey. That's Captain Seppi's known tail number on VATSIM and in the game. But I'm not on the VATSIM network right now. If you want me to be on VATSIM, I can start it up, but on 4-flight, yeah, I don't have 4-flight loaded, Marty. I'm not using 4-flight. Yeah, Viper's November 9510 Victor for both flight events and VATSIM. Oh! 122.8. Yeah, I'm on 122.8. Yeah, go on and we can chat. Okay. V-Pilot. Let's see. PA. I gotta change my aircraft. PIPER. Get back over there. Let's see. Piper. 140, 150, 160, 180, Cherokee, there we go. Alright, almost back on my line. Ooh, got my headset tangled up in my thing. Let's turn back over here. So I'm back on my course. Let me flip over to mode C. And I'm on 1200. We have nope, there's nobody, there's no controllers up here, so what are you, Marty? Is that November Hotel Oscar 89 or 089? I can't tell from my stream chat. Oscar or 0?
Hey, Joe, you on?
Yep, I'm here. November 65 Juliet Whiskey.
Yeah, November 5205 X-ray. I'm with you.
All right, awesome. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I've got some trouble with some of the controls here when the SR-20 and Microsoft, but I'm doing 3,500 feet and doing 172, so I should be able to catch up with you sometime.
All right, sounds pretty good. I'm doing about 115. And I'm at 2,500. Wrong altitude for direction of flight, but I was flying just for the scenery. If you're going to stay at 3,500, I'll come up.
Yeah, Oshkosh, you enter at 35 and then drop down to 8G when you get toward Green Lake.
Yep, aware. So I'll come up for Marty. Put a little power in there so we start a little bit of a climb. Server, North European. I usually fly on the North American East or whatever, but I forgot. Earlier today, I was flying with Two-Tone Murphy as he made his Oshkosh run, and that was on the. Hey, if you guys want to stay around for ATC on Discord, I will certainly utilize that because there is nobody on VATSIM over there, and I know you guys have been doing that all day. If you guys want to bail, that's fine too. You know, Colonel Fork, that is entirely up to you. It's a Friday night, and I know you and Two-Tone were over there, so you know, whatever you guys want to do, I'm okay either way. But I'll send everybody out if you wanna. If you're gonna stick around, post Two-Tone Murphy's Discord link in chat, and I'll pop over there and get in the tower frequency. And then everybody that's flying can join us. You might pop off. Okay, yeah, then absolutely. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, don't hang around out there just for a couple. Whoa, I got somebody that just buzzed me. But yeah, come on, join us. The more the merrier, man. The more the merrier. So yeah, just make sure if you jump on VATSIM that you you know, you squawk 1200 and just get on 122.8 because I don't see any controllers on here. If one does pop in, they'll text us. Man, so many of these aircraft coming out. I mean, I kind of cobbled together an instrument panel for the Warrior. I'm going to have to make some more gauges. I am going to have to make some more gauges. Hey, Marty, I could barely hear you on that one. The reception was very poor.
I just want your tail number so I can talk to you.
November 6-5 Juliet Whiskey. November 6-5 Juliet Whiskey.
Okay, I got you on.
Oh, it'll probably be here. Oh. All right, let me pull the power back. Pull the power back to cruise. All right. And I'm at about 3,500.
You're about 22 miles in front of me.
All right, copy. And I just slowed down actually, so I just made the climb up to about 3,500. I'm just about there within 150 feet. And I pull the power back for you, 6-5 Juliet Whiskey. And there's Preacher. I see Preacher. Awesome, guys. This is awesome. Yeah, put a little more power up there. I need to gain a little bit more altitude. Not quite at the halfway point yet of this trip. Oh. My chief flight attendant just brought me some goodies. Chief flight attendant just bought the flight deck ice cream sandwiches. See how fun it is to fly with Captain Seppi? We have the good in-flight snacks. chocolate covered almonds. And a cold drink.
Like, this is over Clinton Municipal right now.
Say again, incoming call for November 65 Juliet Whiskey.
65 Juliet Whiskey is 5205 X-ray. Reached over Clinton Municipal right now.
I still didn't hear you. Yeah, Marty, still didn't catch that.
I'm just passing Clinton Municipal Airport. 5205 X-ray.
Oh, okay, gotcha. 65 Juliet Whiskey.
See anybody flying around on the question?
And let's see. I better eat my ice cream bar. Yeah, I've got live weather on, but I backed the time up. If you want to, back it up to clear skies. I mean, the idea is that we actually see what's going on here, so I don't mind. I think I'm catching some of that wind too, because it's hard for me to keep it steady here, especially while eating an ice cream sandwich. Oh, there's Preacher. Zoom, zoom. I backed it to 6:15 local time. Not sure if it. Yes, it does. It does use historical data. So, whatever the weather is, if you're using live weather and you back the time up, it will continue to whatever the weather was like at 6:15. That's what you're going to get. Such a nice airplane to fly. All right, let's go down here and flick fuel. Fuel pump. Come on. Fuel pump. Fuel. Fuel pump. Still running? Okay. I really need to get my my views straightened out. get back on my heading over here. Because I don't have all my instruments on my panel working, and so I got to look down at those. It makes for.
Julie Whiskey, I was just going to tell you we're going off the heading.
Yep, I got it. I got the leans, 5 Juliet Whiskey. I had to look down between my legs to flip my fuel tank over. And back on my heading again, 6 5 Juliet Whiskey. Back over to 0 tree 0. There we go. Preacher, yay! Sergeant Staff, hello, hello. How are you doing this evening? We're not flying the coast of Somalia, but hey, what up? We are flying to Oshkosh, my friend. We are flying to Oshkosh. We watched a little video. Watched about a 15-minute video on a behind the scenes on the air traffic controllers at Oshkosh. Got to kind of see what they do, and talked a little bit about the approach coming in here, and we are on our way. Probably close to about the halfway point at this point. And that's about where we are. About at the halfway point. Or close, really close to the halfway point. Enjoying the farm scenery. Midwest America. Look at it. It does look pretty down there, doesn't it? All those farms and stuff. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Whoa. iPad.
Hi, Julie Whiskey. Are you on the regular time or just on your own?
I backed the time off. Hold on, let me see. Because it's, I backed it off to sunlight standby. .4:31 p.m., 9:31 UTC, 9:31 Zulu.
All right, I'll move it back to that tip.
Yeah, that way we get to see some stuff because you know, nobody wants to see darkness. We don't want to fly up there in the complete dark, right? So, Sergeant Staff, you're doing good. Bet your uncle and cousin are there. Sold the original Widgeon, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sergeant Staff has family that basically spent like 10 years to restore a Widgeon, and that's like what they do. They've done more than one. They've worked on them, and that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Third one. Yep. Working on a third one. That's crazy. That's cool. That's really cool. Crazy. On our way to Oshkosh, Bagosh. Concerned there was only a couple hundred made. Yeah, you were saying that there was only like 200 and something of them made. Really interesting. Make sure everything looks good over here. Hey, did my fuel tank switch?
3-foot traffic. Piper 6947 Echo taxi to runway 24 towards Mercury North. At 340.
Look at that. Let some air in. That's pretty cool. What am I flying today? Today, Sergeant Staff, I am flying the brand new, just released, day before yesterday, just flights, Piper Warrior, the PA-28-161, in the same exact color scheme of the one that I was flying in 1996. Even the interior, I swear it even looked like this. When I looked at the floor, I was like, damn, I had grass. I had dead grass and stuff on the floor just like this. And pieces of gravel and dirt and stuff. It looked just like this. It was just like this. Temperature looks good. Yep, outside temperatures are good. Everything looks good. Although my compass wasn't this nice. I had a shitty compass in mine with a little compass card on it that has shit written all over it.
Traffic, Piper 6947 Echo, taking off runway 24 for departure at 340.
Look at all the windmills out there. Whoa. That's a close-up. Yeah, look at the windmills.
Hi, Julie Whiskey. I'm trailing you by about 5 miles right now.
All right, making good time. 5 Juliet Whiskey.
Yeah, 172 on the speedometer.
And I even put my wheel pants on so I would go faster.
I don't know if I heard you. You heard me. I had an Archer. That was my first plane I owned. I loved it.
Yeah, Piper makes a fun bunch of airplanes. I tell you, between all of them, the Cherokee 6, the Archer, the Arrow, the Warrior. I mean, all of these, all of these are really, really cool. They're really, really nice aircraft. I like them.
Yeah, my partner sent his father to look at the plane. It was up in Ohio, and his father lived in Ohio. So he went out to look at the plane. He said, "You don't want to buy that." I said, "Why?" He said, "Something's wrong. There's no door on the pilot side."
Sounds like a helicopter. Big Papa. Big Papa Polly. Flying outside, not paying attention to where I'm going, flying off course. Not watching the instruments.
This is air traffic control. You off course?
Yeah, I am. I was flying external view for a while, looking at windmills and stuff like that. I'm coming back on now, 650 Lewis.
Yeah, I'm just flying over the windmills right now.
You can't stand outside on the wing and expect to fly on course with no autopilot. So we're not using autopilot. We could be using autopilot, but we're not using autopilot. Right there. All right. Now wheel her back over here onto 030. So what's let's see, your cousin when he isn't referring widgets refers Piper Super Cubs. Yeah, I think you were saying that last time too.
I'm just about right beside you now, Joe.
And you're in X-Plane too, right?
No, I'm in Microsoft.
Oh, are you? Oh, let's see. I don't see you. I see Colonel Fork. Are you in the North European server?
No, I'm on the East server.
Okay, yeah, I'm on the North European server because I was flying earlier with another streamer from Ireland, Two-Tone Murphy, and we were on that server, and when I started this up, I forgot to flip back.
Switch over?
I got a bunch of people over here with me.
Am I able to switch over to that server?
Yep, you sure can. If you go up to the top, wherever your gamer tag name is, you can pick the server and you can switch over. You don't have to restart the game. Oh, wait a minute. You gotta. Can you see that from where you're at? Because I'm in windowed mode as well. I need to go over to full screen.
Oh, I can see it. Just what server are you on?
North European.
I don't see it. I see Canada, Germany, UK.
Really?
I don't see North European at all.
Two-Tone Murphy sounds like Two-Ton Murphy the first time I heard it. Now I know better. You know why he's called Two-Tone Murphy, right?
Oh, you're behind me now.
Got sunburned real bad, I believe, is the story behind that. So he was two-tone. He was red and white. Yeah, Sergeant Staff, usually I fly, well, so I've kind of been on the North European server because more than on the East server, I guess, recently, because I'm flying Europe right now. My around the world trip has taken me over to Europe, but a couple of streamers that I fly with a lot, Captain Arash, Shoney Gaming, Two-Tone Murphy and his crew. They're on that server, so I've been over there to fly group flights with them. And usually when I come over here and do mine on FedEx Friday, I flip over. I just forgot today because there were some time constraints. Again, I was flying earlier and I wasn't streaming. Then I had to eat. I had to go run and get food. I had to eat. I had to prepare for my own stream. It was just something that I forgot to do. Till I got in and nobody could see me, and I was like, oh, that's why. That is why. Drunk Simming and Forfeit Junk are over there. Yep. Yeah, there's some characters, man. Drunk Simming. Those are absolutely some characters. Him and Forfeit. I love those guys. I love it. If you guys haven't watched Drunk Simming is flying. I'm going to exaggerate this, but it seems like for the last.
Julie Whiskey, I'm going to try and circle around and get behind you.
All right. I think they've been like in Somalia, flying the coast of Somalia for like the last 2 months is what it seems like to me. Every time, I do not catch their stream all the time, and I'll catch their stream after, like it seems like a week or two, and they're still flying the coast of Somalia. Yes. Yeah, it's been a month that they've been in Somalia. That was hilarious. The other day, we were in there, we were just rattling off some dad jokes. Everybody was telling dad jokes. My glare shield work. Hey, look at that. Glare shield works. That's pretty cool. Playing horror games. Goonie. Never played it. Never played it. All right, let's take a look at our map here. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, well, that's not bad. We're following our course. We got a couple planes with us. You can see them there. We're a little past the halfway point. Well, we're past the halfway point. So, not too bad. Not too bad. Doing pretty good. Phasmophobia. So, Phasmophobia is pretty interesting. I don't play that either. Or, yes, I mean, the fact is, I don't play it. I don't have it. But it seems like a pretty interesting game to me. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sergeant Staff, but you play with a group of people, like 4 people, and you're paranormal investigators. And you go to these places that are supposed to be haunted, and you explore them. And I'm not sure what happens after that, but I guess the ghosts can murder you. But that's, yeah, correct. Okay. Now, when you play that, is it jump scare? Like when you're walking around with a flashlight, investigating stuff in the darkness, do you get jump scared? You need to collect evidence and identify the ghosts. It can be? Okay. Ooh, that was a little bit of up and down right there. A little turbulent. Turbulence. There's a voice recognition aspect to the AI, okay? So if you're all in a room with the background noise, the ghost will come after you. Okay. Got it? Good stuff. Good stuff. Or flirted with? So you can't taunt the ghosts or flirt with them. That's interesting. Marty, you might need to put that SR-22 in slow flight and dump some flaps in there.
I am slowing down. I'm behind you, but I can't seem to find you out. I should be able to see you on Microsoft, shouldn't I?
Yeah, if you're on the same server, you will.
That's going to be a problem because I can't get over to VATSIM server.
Oh, it's not on VATSIM. It's on Microsoft server.
How do I figure that out?
So at the top of Microsoft, if you're in full screen mode, you see your little gamer tag up there with whatever your name is and a little icon with your whatever icon you have. And right up there you can click on that and change the server.
Let me see if I can do that.
So you run up behind Goonie and say all of him and then nice. Pretty cool. Well, no FedEx freight for today. I should have thrown a FedEx box in here and could have delivered that to Oshkosh. Let's take a little look at this Navigraph. .6.
Joe, what was that Northern Europe you said?
North European server, yeah.
Okay, I think I can do it. Let me check on this one more time. Okay, I'm on the North European server.
All right, then you ought to see me.
Oh, I gotta crawl up on you again.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome, Sergeant Staff. You need to stream this more. What, the Ghost game? Oh, Flight Sim. Yeah. Oh.
I got you, Joe.
All right, awesome. Seven minutes, 114 knots is what we're traveling. 12.5 miles, 12.4 to the next waypoint. Yeah, Wisconsin is pretty. I keep looking around and looking at stuff as we're flying. And then the next waypoint after this is going to be, well, oh no, wait a minute. After this, the next waypoint is going to be Green Lake. We're going to fly straight to Green Lake. So we'll take a new heading off this VOR. Alright, if you guys are not flipping your fuel tanks, flip your fuel tanks. Should be about 4 minutes. Other side of this lake.
Hi, Charlie Whiskey. Just about ready to cross over that bridge.
Yeah, pretty close.
You get 3,500?
3350. 3,400. I am crossing the bridge right now. All right, and that airport is our next waypoint.
Over to the left.
Yeah, Dane County Regional. It's 5.2 miles, nautical miles. So anybody that's out there that's not flying with us, if you would like to join, you have an opportunity right here to put in at the Dane County Regional Truax. If anybody needs to land and refuel, you can do so here. Madison, yes I am. This is Madison, Wisconsin. Yes, absolutely is. Flying over Madison, Wisconsin right now. Home of the Badgers. Viper Strike, our resident baseball expert. Abstract by Brian. Just joined the Aviators Club. Welcome to the Aviators Club. I'm Captain Seppi, and I'm your pilot for today as we fly to Oshkosh. And today is considered a blackout day. University of Wisconsin Athletics Program. Madison, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen. There's Colonel Fork. Enjoying the scenery by the interstate. Let's see what we got out here. There's Colonel Fork, and there is C.R. Hosen and Rattling Jeans, and we got big Papa Paloo behind us, and we're leaving Madison behind. All right. Let's turn towards the lake. All right, we'll be flying about 050 now. Wait for our instruments to catch up. It's pretty interesting. That one says we're lined up. Oh, this actually may be on GPS. It is. That's on GPS. The instruments in the aircraft are locked into the GPS, but here they're not. I'm not locked into GPS for mine. All right, Sergeant Staff. I know what you're going to go do, and I'm not going to say it. That's a bad word, man. But you do your best to enjoy it, all right? And we'll
Jubilee Whiskey, could you give me any landmarks so I can try and follow you?
Yeah, so we're just leaving the airport there in Madison, and we're heading directly to Green Lake at this point, and it's going to be about a 050 heading out of right from the center of that airport in Madison.
Okay, because I have you on the foreplate, but I can't seem to see it all.
Yeah, that's weird.
My pilot eyes are gone.
All right, let's see. I got an airport alert, ELERT. I don't know what the. Well, let me see. Whiskey Sierra 1-2. Whiskey Sierra 1-2 on my beam of that airport. About 2 nautical miles to the east.
I'm looking. I think you're off my left wing right now. See if I can get over to you.
All right.
I see Del Monte.
Yeah, Del Monte is 3.4 nautical miles to my northeast.
Well, I'm following somebody, but I'm not sure it's you.
No worries. So right now I'm just about a beam Del Monte, and I am 2.77 nautical miles east.
I think I you, and I'm following somebody else now.
What's your gamer tag?
And I'll have to tell you that. Raskin Club 478, something like that.
All right, stand by. Let me look.
Raskin Club 4784.
No, I don't see you. There's Colonel Fork in the PA-28. He's flying the Warrior as well. Or maybe not. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Sergeant Staff finds it offensive. Warrior, yep. How you like it, Colonel Fork? You're on direct to Green Lake? Okay.
I'm right behind you on Fourth Lake.
Yeah, that's weird.
Let me go check, make sure I'm on that right frequency. What was that frequency? North Europe?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's affirmed. Oh, you forgot to update it. Yeah, so they applied a patch because there was a problem with the Honeycomb Alpha with the key, and they fixed it like in less than 24 hours. How crazy is that? It was reported and fixed in less than 24 hours.
Julie Whiskey, I just saw Higgins 5.6 nautical miles.
Yeah, affirmative. Higgins, right off my nose, 2.33 nautical miles from my location.
Oh, so I guess I'm about a mile and a half behind you.
Yep, sounds like it. I'll tell you what, this dash looks pretty good too. This must have been redone because my dash didn't look this good. The upholstery looked the same, faded out, but the dash sure as heck didn't look this good. All right, guys. Do we need to take a look at this again? Here we go. Where is it? Bam. There we go. Oops. There we go. Let's bring this over here. All right. Let's look at some of the approach information here for the Fisk. All right. So let's scroll back up here because here's the lake. All right. Here's Green Lake. We're going to come into Green Lake right about down here somewhere. So when we come into Green Lake, we're going to turn right and we're going to go to Ripon. And when we go to Ripon, we're going to look for the railroad tracks coming out. And we're going to follow those railroad tracks. And what that is going to look like as we scroll down here farther. Oops, no, I guess I went too far. Because we should see the smokestacks. There you go. So the lake is going to be back here, where I am actually, about where I am over here. The lake is going to be over here. We're going to fly towards Ripon. We're going to approach it like this, and when we do, you're going to see at the northern part of Ripon, you're going to see these silos, and that's going to help you find the railroad tracks. The railroad tracks really aren't that hard to find. But when you find them, that's where they are. So then we're going to follow those railroad tracks, and we're going to find the smokestacks that are going to be 3 miles from Fisk. Okay, and then here's the farm with the pond, and the railroad tracks are going to be running right along Fisk Road, and then Fisk Road is going to turn off because we are going to continue down the railroad tracks like this, and we're going to come around and we're going to land on runway 18. So we're going to do the railroad track transition to runway 18. And that is going to look like this. So this is runway 927, all right? And we're going to come up here like this, and we're going to actually circle over 927 and come down here and land on runway 18. All right? Now, there's a reason why I want to do this instead of landing like on runway 09, because I want to fly over runway 927 so you guys can see all the aircraft and all the stuff that's lined up over there. It's pretty cool. The scenery pack has all kinds of stuff over there, and you guys are going to get to see it as we fly in. We'll fly in, we'll turn around, we'll taxi back, we'll park. We'll throw the drone out, and we'll run the drone around, and we'll take a look at everything, you know, like with the drone, get a good view of everything like that. So that's the VFR arrival, and then here's the VFR arrival to runway 18. Actually, that if we did the VFR arrival for 18, then we would come down Fisk Avenue, wouldn't we? Because that's what they're doing this year. So this year we would be taking Fisk and doing the approach and turning down runway 18 like that. But we're going to extend it. We're going to pretend like we're going to do the 27. We're going to pretend like we're going to do the VFR arrival for runway 27, except we're going to turn over 9 and 27 so you guys can see it, and then we're going to land on 18. So it'll be a good exercise in taking a look at some scenery. So, you know, we'll be looking out as we make the approach so we can see, you know, all the stuff. That'll be kind of cool. And actually, the lake should be right straight ahead. That should be the lake right there. Right here where I'm moving the mouse cursor. Right on the cone of my prop should we raise the nose up a little bit. Right there, that should be the lake. And then the farmhouse, actually.
Joe, are you going to do the Fisk Avenue to 18, or are you going to try and do the railroad tracks to 18?
Yeah, so I'm not going to follow the exact protocol, Marty. I'm going to do the railroad tracks like you would do the 09 landing, except I'm going to fly past 927. And I'm going to turn around to a heading of 180 and fly over 927 and land on 18.
Interesting.
The reason for doing that is for a visual appeal with the scenery pack that I have, and for the people here for streaming. When we fly over 927, there's like hundreds of aircraft that are all lined up along 927, and you have marshalers out there with flags and all kinds of stuff like that. So we'll kind of get that view of flying over them.
I'm with you.
But you guys will get to see what it's like anyway. Flying into Oshkosh. You remember, you watched the video. Hopefully, most of you guys, that are here now saw the video. If not, you missed a good video, and it's about 15 minutes long of a behind the scenes of the air traffic controllers at Oshkosh. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's bring this back up here. And let's go back up here to the beginning. The farmhouse with the pond. There's a trailer down here, and the trailer, I think the trailer is past the silos. But let's see, there's a trailer here somewhere, and that's where they set up with the binoculars. I'm not sure if it's at the farmhouse or not, but there's like a clearing where those guys set up that you saw in the video. All those people with the red shirts, they're sitting there watching. So this is the lake. This is Green Lake.
I'll tell you, Joe, what I'm seeing on 4-plate is a caravan of people following it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's good. People are going to get to experience something really cool. Flying into Oshkosh.
There's November 6237, November 6947 Echo, and then you that. Well, we got to drop down to 1,800 feet soon.
Yep, right up here at the lake. Marty, I'm coming up on the lake, so I am going to go down to about 1,800 feet. That way I'll be set up to make my turn into Ripon.
I find I need to use flaps to maintain 90.
Yep. Well, if you can't, you just got to do 135 and do the other one. All right, folks, this is, oh, look at that. They're posting in chat November 6237, November 6947 Echo. So those are ones that are there following. That's pretty cool. All right, guys. So those that are following, when you get up here to Green Lake, you want to either probably come down or come up. I don't know if you were below, but you want to come down to about 1,800 feet and fly here into Ripon. You want to be at 1,800 feet, and you want to be at 90 knots, by the way. So you want to slow down to 90 knots, maintain 1,800 feet. Alright, I'm sitting on 95 knots on 1,800 feet, so I'll just pull back a little bit of throttle and put in a little more elevator trim. No flaps, Marty. Just 2,050 RPM. Alright, for those of you that are watching the stream, we've arrived here at the Green Lake transition as we approach Oshkosh. We're at our required altitude of 1,800 feet and our required airspeed of 90 knots as we approach the town of Ripon. That should be the point of interest right in front of the nose. So you see J&L Aviation. That's a little airport right there, but right in front of that, about where Colonel Fork is headed to, you should see that little point of interest pin. In a minute, that should say Ripon. And that's going to be the town of Ripon. And what we're... Uh-oh, I got a little bit of hesitation here. It's froze up. Come on. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Ooh. For a second there, I thought I was going to have CDT. All right, Viper Strike, good night. Get ready for tomorrow. Oh, before you go, are you streaming tomorrow? Ah, Colonel Fork, that's a lag from the Pilot Edge scenery. Okay. Streaming on Sunday, Allison stream. Yep, that's right. Cool. I'll pop into Allison's stream as well, Viper, and check her out and maybe fly with her a little bit. I don't think I have too much to do tomorrow, but I'll try to pop in, catch that. Thank you very much, Viper Strike, for being here. Thank you for hanging out with the Aviators Club. You have a good evening, and we will see you tomorrow. Much love from the dude, Captain Seppi. Have a good night.
I think I'm about 2 miles from JL Aviation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on Beam Myers Field, and I'm 1.6 nautical miles from Ripon. All right, guys, let's double check everything. So
I'm about 4 miles behind, 3 miles behind you.
So here we are. We're hanging 90 knots. That's where we need to be. We're hanging 1,800 feet. That's where we need to be. We're coming into Ripon, which is a decision point for us here, right? So we need to make sure that we're maintaining separation from other aircraft. So we need to keep our head on a swivel and make sure that we're not going to get run over, or we're not going to run anybody over. Then what are we going to do? We're going to look for the railroad tracks, right? We're going to look for the railroad tracks, and we're going to look for the silos. Look at that. Look right over here. Here's the silos. I'm making a turn. I'm headed for the silos. See them? They're right over the nose, right? So here's where we're going to pick up the railroad tracks. Maintain 800 feet, maintain 90 knots. And there's the silos right out in front of us. There they are, right off the nose. See? And there's the railroad tracks. And as you can see by the point of interest, we also have the railroad tracks there. So we're going to follow these railroad tracks. This is now the Fisk arrival into Oshkosh.
Oshkosh area traffic, Piper 6947 Echo is approximately 10 miles to the southwest. We'll be arriving via Fisk for runway 18, full stop landing.
There you go. There's Colonel Ford. There's Colonel Ford. And he's on Unicom. We're on the VATSIM network, so we'll go ahead and let people know. Oshkosh, November 65 Juliet Whiskey. We are just leaving Ripon on the Fisk arrival, 1,800 feet and 90 knots. 65 Juliet Whiskey for Oshkosh. All right, we've let everybody know where we are, how fast we're going, and what a checkpoint was for us, and what our intentions are. Our intentions are that we're going to Oshkosh. We're at 1,800 feet, doing 90 knots. People know how much ground we're going to cover.
Oshkosh traffic, Sirius 5205 Victory over Ripken. We'll do the Fisk arrival near the railroad tracks.
There you go. So we heard some other traffic behind us. We know what people are doing. It's critical. It's critical here that we stay with with what we're doing, and we fly over what we're supposed to be flying over, and how fast we're flying and everything like that. We need to maintain all of that and keep our head on a swivel. Make sure that that we're looking outside, looking around, making sure we don't run up on anybody and nobody's running up on us. Check all our instruments. Yeah, everything's looking good. Everything's in the green. Everything's looking good. Flaps are down still. That's a flap handle. I love it. Reach down, click, click. It's like an emergency brake. Love it. All right, and there's the other thing that we were looking for right there. All right, there's those smokestacks. That was the other thing that was on the map. You remember that when we looked at that? And there they are. Right there. Just like they said it would be. I got off the railroad tracks and onto Fisk, didn't I? And continue to fly the Fisk approach here into Oshkosh. All right, normally at this point, this is where we're going to break with tradition, folks. This is where we're going to break with tradition. Normally, if we were going to land on 18, we would turn down Fisk Avenue right here. We would hang a right, right there, and we would follow Fisk Avenue over to the airport. And we would go out towards the water there, and then we would turn back into a left pattern to come around and land on 18. If we were going to land on 9, we would continue to follow these railroad tracks like this. And then the railroad tracks are going to basically turn us right into runway 9. But we're not going to do that. We're actually going to fly a little bit past it and fly over 927 as we come in. Golf course. Look at that. Look at that golf course. How cool is that? Here. Let me open my window. 4! There. Close my window back up.
That's blasphemy.
Should have brought a golf ball with me and pitched it out on the course.
Oshkosh area traffic. Piper 6947 Echo is on downwind, left downwind for runway 18 at Oshkosh.
All right, so there's the runway over there. And there's the gravel pit. The gravel pit is
Oshkosh
another...
traffic Sirius 5205 X-ray over Fisk, following the railroad tracks into Oshkosh. We'll be landing 18 Oshkosh.
And we'll call the gravel
Oshkosh
pit.
area traffic, Piper 6947 Echo, turning left base for runway 18 at Oshkosh.
So there's 927 over there, and we're going to be flying over 927. Normally you would turn into 927 on this approach right here, but we're not going to do it. We're going to fly between the gravel pit and the water tower over there, so that we can come over 927 and make the approach onto 18, which is right over there.
Oshkosh area traffic, Piper 6947 Echo, turning final, runway 18 at Oshkosh.
All right, Oshkosh traffic, November 65 Juliet Whiskey's beam the gravel pit on a downwind. Get ready to turn base for right-hand traffic, runway 18, Oshkosh. All right, let everybody know that we're getting ready to turn base. Oshkosh traffic, November 65 Juliet Whiskey's turning base for runway 18, Oshkosh.
Oshkosh area traffic, Piper 6947 Echo is clearly active at Oshkosh.
All right, we'll keep watching over here, and we'll turn our final. Oshkosh traffic, November 65 Juliet Whiskey's turning final, right-hand traffic for runway 18, Oshkosh. And there's the runway, guys. Look at that, there's 18, rolled right out on it. Perfect. Perfect. And Oshkosh traffic, November 65 Juliet Whiskey's on final for runway 18, Oshkosh. Oh, I so feel like I want to reach down like this and pull that emergency handle for flaps. This is absolutely amazing. This is actually like a thrill, man. I haven't enjoyed flying something for such a long time until this.
Oshkosh traffic, Sirius turning base for 18, Oshkosh.
I mean, I remember vividly what this feels like when you reach down, you grab a hold of that flap handle and you pull it up like an emergency brake, and it clicks, and you just get that little rise in the seat of your pants, you know, as the airplane kind of lifts. Because look, this is why I came this way. Look at all the aircraft lined up down here, guys. Look at all the aircraft we're flying over. Look at all of them lined up. Hundreds of aircraft down here lined up. This is what I want you guys to see. This is absolutely amazing, right? Look at all these aircraft. Look at all the detail that they put in here. It was amazing. Just look at all this stuff. The marshallers down there on the field. I mean, it is, it's really, really something. All right? It's really, really something. All right, here we go. And we're over threshold. Cut the power.
Oshkosh traffic, Sirius 2 mile final for 18, Oshkosh.
And there we go. Look at it. There we go. Rudder sensitivity. There's the blue dot. Look at that. There's a blue dot right there painted on the thing. We landed on the blue dot. All right. We got aircraft coming behind us, so let's get off the runway. We passed the blue dot. We landed on the blue dot, or actually just short of the blue dot. Oshkosh traffic, November 65 Juliet Whiskey is clear of the active on taxiway Papa 2. Where's Colonel Fork? Ah, there's Colonel Fork.
Traffic, short final 18 Oshkosh.
Look at all these aircraft, guys. Just look at all this. Look at all the stuff that's here. This is like being in Oshkosh. This is really like being in Oshkosh. I'm going to come down here at the end, and we're going to park over here by Colonel Fork. We're going to watch Marty come in. There you go. Let me just sit right here. I'm just going to sit right here on the taxiway. Let me go out here to my showcase camera. Let me put the parking brake on so we don't go rolling anywhere.
On the ground.
Let's go out. Look at that. Marty. Marty, you did not land a Cirrus SR-22. You landed a 787.
Oh, I landed in this. It was pretty good then.
All right, let me pull forward a little bit. We're going to go take a look around. Marty's coming up behind us. Let me,
Shoot where I'm on.
I'm moving off the taxiway and down here a little bit.
Where are you?
Turn right on that taxiway.
You're in a Baron.
Yeah, interesting.
You're flying a twin right now, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. All right, there's Colonel Fork. We're going to park right next to Colonel Fork.
Yeah, Joe, you twin.
Oh, interesting.
Coming right next to you.
All right, I'm going to stop right here. Sit right here, put the parking brake on, go back outside. Let's take a look at Oshkosh, guys. We made it. We made it to Oshkosh. Look at this. That is supposed to be a Cirrus SR-22. That is supposed to be a Cirrus SR-22. Look at this. Look at the vendor tents. Look at all the aircraft that are lined up here. Look at this, guys. Oh, look, there's AOPA, Aircraft Owners and Pilots Association. Longtime member of AOPA. Look at the aircraft on display. Look at everything that's on display here. This is amazing. Look, Pilot Edge. Pilot Edge has a tent there. Microsoft Flight Simulator. AOPA. Look at all these people. Look at all this stuff. This is crazy. They got a float plane out here. There's another Pilot Edge tent. Look at this. Look at the planes. 747. Look at this. Look at this. 747. Oh, look at this. A B-17. They got a B-17 down there. What's this? Looks like there's a DC-3. They got a DC-3 over here. Here's a Boeing. Here's a 787. Man, look at this. Real sim gear. Look at that. They got a tent there. Firefighting apparatus. Look how far this goes. Look how much stuff is here. This is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is really, really cool. You know, if you guys, you know, ever have an opportunity to come out here to look at this, to see what Oshkosh is like, there's all the vehicles that they have out there, some vehicle parking out there in the area. This is a massive, massive deal right here. This place is littered with aircraft. These aircraft are everywhere. They stack them in here like bricks, like you're building a house. I mean, these things just, they just go on, and airplanes are coming and going, you know, out of here like nothing. Look at the spots. Here's the spots on the runway that I was talking about. Yeah, this is awesome. All these people, you know, flying in here like this. Here's the spots. There's the pink spot.
Hey, Joe, when you get a chance, go back and show me the plane that I'm flew in.
Okay, not a problem, Marty. I'll turn around and go back. And you know, and here's marshallers. Here's marshallers. There's all the marshallers right there that are telling you where to park, right? They're all telling you where to park, waving their flag, saying go here, go there, and here you go. There's the yellow spot on the runway, right? There's the red spot on the runway. There's the pink spot on the runway. And they'll bring planes in here right behind each other, and they'll say, you are, you know, whatever, red and white, like me, red and white Piper Warrior, land on, cleared to land on 18 on the pink dot, and then, you know, they'll tell somebody else down here, you're cleared to land on the blue dot. So you better make sure that, you know, that you hit the dot when you come down in here. But this is where all the events are held. You know, here's all the tents and everything like that. We came in over 27. You saw all the airplanes lined up down there. You know, here's the blue dot down here that we landed just before the blue dot. You know, when we came in, and you know, here's I think here's the last. I don't know, Spartan 58. I think you were with us flying, not 100% sure. Here's your 787, Marty. Marty, there's your 787. That's what you flew in on right there. That's your SR-22. Look at that. You put your engine on my wing, Marty. Marty, you damaged my wing.
Great landing.
Oh, here's some more. You know, well. Some more of the AOPA stuff. You know, they got tents stacked up over here.
Hey, that's a pretty good landing now.
Yeah, absolutely it was. Absolutely it was. You know, you got some more stuff going on. Look at the old warbirds down here. Here's the old warbirds. Look at this. Look at all these old warbirds. Here's the warbird display. Look at that. Look at the lightnings. How cool is this? How cool is this? Got a couple Spitfires down there. This is pretty cool. Here's all the old warbird stuff that they have all down here at the end. You know, this is pretty cool right here. Here's some new stuff. Got some helicopters down here. Got a C-130 sitting right there. DC-3 or C-47. more aircraft parking. See all this stuff out here, all this area, like even some of these places where there are no aircraft, this will be jammed full up. I mean, you won't be able to get in here and turn around. And it's just like what you can see, miles and miles of aircraft here, you know, all over the place. Here's some more of these dots. This is 927. Here's the green dot on 927. There's the orange dot down there at the other end. You know, more aircraft parking down here. Marshallers. Look at the marshallers down here. You know, so you'll land down here like on 927, and you come over here, and look, the marshaller is like, nope, you can't go that way. It's full. There's no more parking there. You can't go that way. He's pointing this way. You got to go this way, right? So here's a marshaller right here. He's saying, hey, park right here. Park right here. Come over here. Park right here. Whoops. Whoops. How'd I? Whoa. There you go. Kind of like drunk simming. Miles and miles of aircraft. This is awesome. And look, you got people camping out here just like they really do. People setting up tents. Look at this. People got their tents set up. This is awesome. People will fly in here, set up their tents, camp out here, you know, stay in their airplanes or whatever, stay in tents. It's just like this. So here's the whole new row waiting for people to come in. This is what they're going to fill up next. And then, then they'll progressively fill the rest of it up. But yeah, this is really cool. You know, really cool, guys. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out as we flew into Oshkosh, and we got to see all these great sights, all these warbirds and antique aircraft down here. This is like really, really cool. I had a fun flight with you guys. Coming a couple hundred nautical miles from the south. There's been some great streamers today. Cheatone Murphy came out here, flew in from the west. Colonel Fork, I believe that you came in and flew from Michigan coming this way. So I think you either came from the north or maybe, I don't know, did you come from the north or did you come across the Great Lakes? But, it's pretty cool. I came in from the south, so... You know, we've had a long time to stream and get people in here from a bunch of different angles and positions and locations from around the U.S. To come in here to Oshkosh and enjoy this event that is put on annually. This is something else. We're going to try to make Oshkosh next year. So Captain Seppi is going to try to be there, and we'll hang out. We'll see what happens. It'll be pretty cool. So if anybody is planning, you got a year to do it, to do some planning. And what's this? Tell me this is not Draco. No way. No! Draco? Oh my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That is crazy. Draco is here. Oh my God. Incredible. Incredible. Guys, if you don't know what Draco is, you have got to look at the YouTube videos. Draco was crashed and it's being rebuilt. There's a new version of Draco that's being rebuilt, and this is kind of interesting. But Draco is a STOL aircraft, and he holds a lot of records. The guy that owns Best Tug. So the tugs that come out and hook up to the nose wheel of your airplane and move your airplane around, or you can buy these portable tugs that are that you can maneuver yourself to get your own airplane out of the hangar and move it around. There's a brand name of those called Best Tugs, and they are the best tugs. They're the best on the market. The guy that owns that built this airplane from scratch. He built it like by hand, and he builds a lot of other aircraft and machines parts and everything. Go on YouTube and just look for Draco, and you'll find the videos and watch him because he is interesting. He puts out a lot of really cool content. So, oh, that's interesting. I had no clue that Draco was there. That made my evening for sure. It made my evening. But that's really cool. Really cool. All right, and there I am. And it's still running. Here, I should probably shut it down. There we go. I had to get into the cockpit to shut her down. But yeah. Yeah. Wow, Draco. That made my evening. Guys, not only that, but you all made my evening. Thank you all so much. Much love to each and every one of you guys for coming out here, hanging out with me, flying along with me, having a conversation with me and chatting with me. It really means a lot. I really appreciate it. You know, everything. It's all you guys. It's all you guys. You find me enjoyable. You want to hang out with me. You know, that's great. I love it. I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm humbled. I'm humbled by all of y'all. That being said, let's see if we can make somebody else happy, right? Let's see if we can find somebody out there. I know it's kind of late, and I always have a hard time trying to find people that I can raid, because there's just not a lot of people out there at this time of night that are streaming. So let's see if we can find somebody that is streaming and they have a camera. And just hang out for a minute, and let's see if we can give somebody some love. Colonel Fork, man, thank you. I got to say this, Colonel Fork put this together, guys. You got to know. I got to tell you right now, Colonel Fork, he is the brainchild behind this. He put this together. He asked me about a week or so ago if I would be willing to do this, on Friday, because I do FedEx Friday, and I said absolutely. Anything, to progress more, get the community together more. These guys are great, man. Colonel Fork, Marty, good night. Colonel Fork always has a lot of viewers. Two-Tone Murphy, I mean, he's got hundreds of people in his channel, and they asked me if I wanted to, to come and be part of this triple play that they did. And much love, Colonel Fork. Absolutely, much love. And I appreciate it. So you guys, be sure you catch Colonel Fork. I know a lot of you know who he is. Catch him, go out there and watch it. While I'm looking for somebody, I'm going to pop this in here one more time. Give a shout out to Colonel Fork. If you don't know where he is, go check his channel out. And let's see, I'm going to sit here and see if I can find somebody that we can give a little bit of love to real quick. So let's see. Microsoft Flight Simulator channels. Who do we have out here? We have, let's see, somebody doing X-Plane. We got Microsoft Flight Simulator channels. No camera. We got somebody flying in Portugal. Another X-Plane. Studio Canuck. I always see him after me after this time. There's some Korean channels out here. I was watching the Microsoft channel today, and I saw some Koreans, which was kind of cool. Real helicopter pilot, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 BIKF. Huh. This guy's a real helicopter pilot. Let's see who else we got over here. Early access Xbox Microsoft. He's got no camera though. I want somebody with a camera. I want to see their pretty face. I gotta put my pretty face out here. I want to see their mug. Right? I want to see their mug. Had a helicopter pilot. That's German. He's all in German. Let's see here.
Tickets now for Suicide Squad in theaters on HBO Max. These are your brothers and sisters for the next few days.
Let's see. Matt Horn drums.
Tickets on sale now in theaters on HBO Max.
Matt Horn drums.
Wait, is this the airport? Oh, hell yeah.
How long has he been streaming?
Dude.
Wow, 3 hours. He's getting ready to quit. All right. Unfortunately, no. If he's really getting ready to quit. Let's see, Vaclin. Man. All right, well, we're going to fall back to Studio Canuck, I guess. I always end up rating him. So... we'll find somebody good. No, Ty, I just landed. I'm getting ready to close out my my channel here. So while I'm doing that, thanks for coming back, but I'm getting ready to log off. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, throw the credits up there. We're going to raid Studio Canuck, guys. So here comes the closing credits. Again, thanks everybody for being here today. We appreciate it. Much appreciated. And here comes the closing credits.